Hello everybody, this is Peyton, and in this video I'm going to be going over everything that I know about the Japanese Sega Toys Idog. A lot of people have been confused in the past, wondering how to use them, because there really is no English instructions. I read a few old articles online from 2005, around that time, and some people have said that they had a very short thing that was in English that talked about a few things, but I think there was some conflicting information in a lot of those articles. One thing I remember is about the moods that it goes into. But this is just going to be kind of a tutorial and kind of my opinions and what I think some of these things should have been. So we're going to start with a description. So on the front, on the bottom of the head, you have the nose button. The head and the ears are supposed to move. The ears move on mine. They move up and down. And the head is also supposed to move, but the spring popped, so it just kind of flops around like that. It doesn't really move. So anyway, the light sensor is to the right of the nose button, kind of in the bottom right corner of the head. Right, like you're right if you're facing like the front of it. The 7 LEDs are right above that, and then on the top you have 2 buttons on the top of the head. If we go around to the side, on the back leg, on the Idog's right side, the left side, if you're, like I said, if it's facing you, is the microphone. On the back is the speaker and what should be a tail, but the plastic is not very good on those, so mine just broke off. Actually, both of mine did. The tail that came on this one broke, and then I used the one from my original Sega Idog. I had a white one. It's also where the white face cover on mine came from. I still have the old one, the original one, the one that's actually supposed to go in here. And then on the right side, the Idog's left, your right, is a little rubber thing on the back leg, and if you pop that out, that's where the audio connector is. So you can plug that in and play music through it. Really, you don't need to. It's not like the Hasbro iDogs. It's one thing about the differences between the two. The Hasbro had more of a focus on external music. This one, I think they kind of put that in there as like a last minute thing. I don't think you really don't need the audio port. You're not really losing much if it didn't have it. You don't really need that to get the full experience of it. That's just kind of an extra function. It doesn't really affect anything. And then the front legs can move in and out, like back and forward. There's 3, really 2 positions, but kind of 3. You can have them all the way to the front, so it kind of sits way down like that. You can pop them up a little bit, or you can have them all the way back. I don't know why, but I kind of like it sitting up like that just because I find it kind of easier to use. And then on the bottom, there's the battery compartment. There's supposed to be rubber pads, but those aren't really stuck too good, so they fell off within like a couple weeks of me having this one. And that's something else that I kind of want to mention. The white one, I got that one brand new, and the pads on that one were like really thin pieces of rubber. My friend has one. She has the pink, the lovely version. They had 3 different ones. They had more, but the 3 most common ones were the regular one, the happy version, which is blue with star-shaped lights, and the lovely version, which is pink with heart-shaped lights. And then they also had a few different exclusive, like, colors that were exclusive to certain places, like certain stores and things like that. And then they had this one, which is the Atmos version. And then they actually had one that was different. It actually had an extra song, or one of the songs was different. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the like the description of it. Now let's get into reset button. The reset button is under the chin, beside one of the screws. If you're looking at it from the front and you kind of go under it, it's on the left. So I'm gonna hit the reset button. It does not have, it's like most of the newer Idogs, it doesn't have the memory that is still stored when you change batteries or press the reset button. So every time you reset it or you change batteries, you lose everything, which I honestly think it should have had, just because there's a lot more that you can do with this one, and really I don't think it matters, but if you wanted to, if you didn't know the test mode, which you're not really supposed to, it saves the songs that it plays, so that you can go back and listen to them after it has played them. But like I said, if you reset it, you only have the one song unlocked. So anyway, I'm getting off track. So whenever you put batteries in or you press the reset button, you're going to get this right here. It's just a blue light flashing. You can use any of the buttons to turn it on. Okay. So all 4 buttons, the head buttons, both kind of do the same thing. You can hold the 2 head buttons to go into the play mode, which is, like I mentioned earlier, that's where you can hear all the songs. And you can use the 2 head buttons to go back and forth through them, but this is the only one I have since I reset it. Nose button doesn't do anything in this mode. You can use the tail. You use the tail to get out of it. You can use the nose button to turn it off. Then you can press any of the buttons again to turn it back on. The volume can also be adjusted. If you hold the nose and press one of the head buttons, the left one, of course, will turn it down. The right one will turn it up. Has 8 volume levels. So does the iFish. I don't know why the manual says 7, but it's 8. And that's another thing. If it recognizes any sound, it will actually, if it recognizes sound, any kind of, like if you're talking or any kind of noise close to it, it will actually go into a mode where it tries to repeat what you say in the sounds that it makes. So like this, let's see if I can get this to work. Please work. I don't want to sit here. Okay. No, okay, now it's working. So now if I, it's very specific. Wow, that one's different. It's very specific in the way that you actually activate that mode. You have to like make sounds until it recognizes it. Turn it down a little bit. That's another thing I'll get to in a second. If you want to activate that mode, you have to like make sound. You have to make a sound until it plays the first sound, and then right as it gets finished with that first sound, you have to make more noise so that it will actually stay in that mode and not go out of it immediately, which I find kind of weird, but I don't know. I find the one on the iFish a little bit better and easier to use, because the iFish, from what I remember, just kind of does it. It doesn't really have a... It doesn't let you know that it's going into recording mode. It just kind of randomly starts making noises. The iFish is the same in quite a few ways, and at the same time very different. But yeah, so if it doesn't recognize sound for a long time, it will play a sound. Let's see if I can get it to do it. Oh. No. I'll get to that later. If it doesn't recognize any sound, it will play a thing. It'll move the head back and forth and flash red lights. Then it'll wait for a few seconds with a blue light in the middle for you to actually make some sound next to it. And then it'll play a short song and go back to normal. Okay, next I want to talk about the moods. This is, like I said, where I don't think it was really discussed too well in the English instructions that they had. Each button, it's not like the Hasbro Idogs where it's just kind of in general giving it attention and giving it music. And the songs for this are actually different depending on what mood it's in. Or they sound different. So anyway, the nose, each one is different. Each button activates a different mood. And the more you press that certain button, the faster the lights spin, which means that like the more it goes into that certain mood. So they call this one neutral, but I don't know if I would really consider that neutral. It sounds more excited or happy. And this one, for some reason, you have to, sometimes you press the button up to 4 times to get it to do anything. Okay. And then the head, the more you press the head button, the slower the lights will move, which means it's kind of going out of that mood. Oh, no. Oh, nice. Well, I guess I can show that one. The tail is angry. Some very angry sounding noises if I don't know. If you press the head from here, it kind of goes into what some people have called the sad mood, where it just flashes a blue light. And it has completely different sounds for this one. I kind of like the sounds for the other ones. Nice. That's an interesting sound. And then sometimes it just goes straight to the other mood, which I've heard this one is happy, but if it's anything close to the eyefish, I kind of think it's more relaxed than happy. Which, I mean, I guess it's kind of happy, but I see the orange lights with the nose button as happy, and this one with the green lights with the head buttons is kind of still happy, but more relaxed, maybe. I like how the sounds are different each time, though. That's pretty cool. How sometimes some of the sounds are different. Okay, so now let's talk about the performance modes. I'm going to reset it because it's gone through a couple of those. Okay, so as I play with it, it will go through two modes, or it'll enter two modes. The first one, if you do everything right, they only take maybe 30 seconds to a minute. And I'm just going to keep playing with it until it comes up. I call the first one a performance mode because I really don't know what else to call it. So it should do it here in a second. And I don't think it's based on how much you play with it. I think it's kind of a time thing, how long it's been on. And it will pause when you turn it off. So like sometimes I've turned it on and then immediately it goes into one of those modes. Oh, there's the first one. So you can press the head or the nose. And it has a few, I don't know how to explain this one. I call this one like the random performance mode because it's kind of, it puts a few random parts of songs together, kind of making up its own song in a weird way. Each one of them sound different, so they're kind of higher pitched another reason I think this is kind of a excited or happy mood. If I would have done it in the relaxed or more calm, happy mode with the green lights, they would have sounded a little bit lower. And for some reason, if you're in this excited, happy mood, the more songs in the other performance mode that you have actually played through, and I don't think it has anything to do with that, I think it's just how many times you've done the first one, but because they both happen an equal amount of times, it still just kind of, I guess it's just, oh, okay, here's the second one. So whenever you press the head or the nose on this one, it will actually play one of the 70 built-in songs. And then after this, it will actually shut off. Anyway, for that first one, it only, if you're in that excited mood, the longer you've had it on and actually went through that mode, the longer that song will get, so it'll add more things onto it at the end. And it's not the same every time, it's just a random thing. For some reason, the normal or relaxed or calm mode only does 3. The angry mode actually has a completely different set of sounds that it does for that mode. And I think the sad one does as well. But I think it only does 2 on those as well. 2 or 3, I can't remember. And one other weird thing that I would like to say is you can hit the tail to stop this one, actually the other one as well. But I've noticed that if you hit the tail to stop it, it actually takes longer for the next one to, like, for it to enter that mode again, which is kind of weird. So yeah, it's kind of weird. If you stop it in the middle of it, it takes a longer time. You have to actually play with it longer or have it on longer to get it to go into that mode again. So if I turn it on and keep playing with it, it won't get longer right now. I think it's like every 5 or 6 times you do it, it adds 1 more to it. But I don't understand it, because I remember one time, I think it was only supposed to do 3 and it did like 11 or 12. So I don't know if somebody could explain what that first performance mode is actually supposed to be, or how you're supposed to use it, or what it's actually supposed to do. Awesome. I like that one. It actually has 2 different versions of the repeat sounds that it does. It has one with... It has one with just solid beep noises, and then one where it can actually change. Like, it's one thing that actually changes pitch. So, yeah. Okay, so here it is again. Oh, I should have went to the other mode. So, okay, well. Oh, sometimes it, like, the sounds go for a lot longer. And then the faster the lights are moving, the faster the songs in the first performance mode actually go. So if I was to leave it right here, the lights are spinning kind of slow. Or a little bit slower than... and if you're in this one, it seems to be a little bit happier, I guess, because if you try to hit the tail from this one, I will never understand how that works. I think it just, like, listens to how long the sound goes and puts some random sounds together. I don't think it actually looks at the volume or anything. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I don't know why, but I feel like there was more that I was supposed to do. If I forgot something, somebody let me know. And also, this is a good time to say this, I'm running out of ideas. If anybody has any requests for videos that I should do, let me know. If anyone has any robots that they would like to, that they would like me to review, that they would like to get rid of, or whatever, for a good price, also let me know, because we can work something out for me to get those robots, and I can actually do something with them on the channel. I have emo coming, but I don't know when I'll get mine. The latest update on that was that they have increased the speed of the production and everything by quite a bit, and that they're working a lot harder and a lot faster to send emos out to everyone that ordered. And they're hoping to have a lot of them at least processed by the end of May. So they want to have them sent out to wherever they're shipping them from by the end of May. So I don't know. But if they're even going, I heard that they're not going exactly by order number, but they're going close to the order and the order that everyone actually ordered theirs. So I'm in the 7,000s, so even if they don't go exactly by order number, I'm still pretty far ahead. So I don't know. But one thing that I also find weird is I haven't heard of anyone receiving their tracking numbers for their emos for a couple weeks now. So I don't know. I don't know how all that's going. But yeah, I'm gonna turn it on one more time so that you can hear the difference. And I'll actually go into one of the angry modes so that you can hear some of those sounds as well in the first performance mode. I like that one. I like a lot of these sounds. I feel like they really used, like they really did quite a bit with these sounds. It sounds messed up, but I like the angry sounds. I'm working on direct recordings of everything from the Idog. I did all the songs, and of course I uploaded those to YouTube. I uploaded them on my channel. Okay, so here's some of the angry sounds. There's only 2 that time. There's more. I wish that it increased on all of them, because that would just be really cool. I would love to, I'd love to, like, for those to get longer so that you could hear all of the sounds. And I think there's different ones in the sad mode as well. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So yeah, that was it. That was the full tutorial on the Sega Toys Idog. Like I said, I'm running out of ideas. Let me know if there's anything else that you want me to see. If there's any robots that people would like to get rid of, whether that's actual good robots that a lot of people want to see, or the dumb robots that I can just make fun of because those seem to get views. If anyone doesn't believe me on that, look at that crazy Zoomer Bunny video. I still I'm still wondering why that one's at 21,000 views. I think one of my Robo Sapien videos hit 1,000. But other than that, like my second most popular video is at 1,000. That was one of the Robo Sapien videos, but that Zoomer Bunny one, that one has taken off for some unknown reason. I don't know. I don't have any idea why a paper shredder for kids can get some views, but I don't know. Do people just like seeing toys that poop? In that case, SBD 3000 should get some views. I think it's just because it's a new toy. For some reason, people like the new toys. It doesn't really do anything. You feed the thing, it poops. You repeat that whole cycle. Yay, it sounds so fun. I'd rather play with something that has a little bit more to it than that. That's why I like original Furbies, the Idogs. I thought about getting into the random generic Chinese unbranded unknown robots just because those are so funny. Just the things that they do, and sometimes the really bad translations and the random stuff they put in is funny in a weird way. So yeah, I don't know. Whatever y'all would like to see, just let me know. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I will see everybody in the next video. Bye.